Well, you know, on Tuesdays, we always welcome with open arms one of our favorite guests, David Goldstein from Biltmore Loan and Jewelry. And David, you just got back from a watch show. So I know that you already are an expert on jewelry, but you guys do focus on many other things besides jewelry as well, loaning or purchasing.
Yes, and as well sales, but really it got me very motivated because you know my passions for these things. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about just timepieces.
Okay.
And timepieces is such a big part of our life, and you're going to see us starting from the 1920s, moving all the way to the 2000 era.
Okay, and I think this is one of those items that you might inherit or come across in a jewelry box and really have no idea that it does have any value. When you look at some pieces like this right here, David, like this right here.
Got it.
There we go.
Got it.
What does that tell you?
That's a pocket watch with a guilloche dial, and if you turn it over, you'll see the beautiful enamel and diamond work that was done. And this kind of work was done in 1910s to 1925, and that's a white gold, just beautiful ornamental.
Oh, look at this one.
This is one of my favorites. This is all natural pearls, and when you turn that over, it is something sensational. That's all done in enamel, and it looks like a peacock feather, as you and I were talking earlier, and that's a detachable pin on top.
Now, how would anybody really know about these if it was inherited to them?
And that's what we do.
Okay.
What it's all about is bringing it to an expert, not bringing it to a We Buy Gold or we're buyers of everything. What we really try to do, and what today's episode really was about, is talking about the expertise and knowing what you're buying.
Right.
And really, when we look at, and this is a classic example, if we look at this is a 1972 Rolex Daytona, which was the original watch made for Paul Newman when he was a race car driver in the late 60s, early 70s.
Well, here's what I found really fascinating as you showed this to me and explained it to me earlier, is that with the box, inside the box, there's a paper.
There's the original certificate from Rolex.
The authenticity of this watch is already included, and it's back in 1972. But you said this paper alone is worth $5,000?
At least.
Why?
At least. Because
why is paper so important?
Verification today, collectors are becoming much more educated, much more sophisticated, and consequently, when you have all the original parts, the watch becomes much more desirable and the collectors are much more interested.
All right, so here's what I want our viewers to know. If they find something like this, let's say they're interested in just simply selling outright, what should they do?
Give us a call. We're experts in this. If you have something you want to know about, you want just an opinion on, give us a call. We're here for information as well as to buy and or loan on these things.
Right. I have a feeling you can take one look at something and know immediately what direction to go in.
That's pretty consistent with the way that we work. I mean, you can tell generally right away. This one I think is really interesting. I mean, here's a 1960s Bulova anti-magnetic watch, which you might find in your costume jewelry box. And really, that now has become very collectible and has a value of around $800 to $1,000.
Now,
it's not gold.
As we look at all of these right here, just ballpark me the value of just what we're seeing right here.
This would be about $80,000.
Wow.
$80,000 to $90,000.
So in addition to that, if you're interested in selling, you can send your information and a photo to David. But if you're just simply looking to perhaps loan, you need some extra cash to get you by, that's what they do as well. So send your pictures to info@biltmoreloan.com. If you have any paperwork with it, should they photograph that as well?
Please forward it to us, but call us. If you want any information, you want to learn, you want to know something, that's what we're there for.
All right, 480-991-LOAN, LOAN. Biltmoreloan.com is their website for more information. You can also like them at Facebook/Biltmore Loan, and we'll be back to talk about watches a little bit later. You might be surprised at the value of some of these watches. All right, from